Hussbus bus stop.
JP Hussey here, owner of the Hussey Team Mortgage Advisors, with this week's Hussbus Bus Stop. All right, let's jump right into it. Today, right, I'm going to give you 5 things to be, bulletproof almost when putting an offer in. How a lender, a mortgage broker, how a mortgage loan officer can help you get your offer accepted in a very competitive market. All right, number 1, right? Having a local reputable lender, mortgage broker. All right. There's a reason we have a big Hussey Team logo, right? And we spent over 10, 12, 13, 14 years trying to build a reputation locally. We know almost everyone, right? So if a listing agent sees our big logo on that pre-approval letter with an offer, in most cases, we're not perfect. I'm sure we have a couple people out there that don't like us, right? But more often than not, we're going to get the job done, right? They see it, we're already going to the top of the list. Hey, I know them, right? We've talked to almost every single listing agent, real estate agent around the local area. Someone have seen us, all right? That's number 1. If you have Wells Fargo, Rocket Mortgage, someone that's not local that they can't get a hold of, it's just a salaried employee, nothing wrong with that, at a big lender, they're tough to get a hold of, right? You're just a number to them, all right? So doesn't have to be us, having a very good local loan officer that has your back, all right? Number 2, did you know that we can literally give you, it's called a bolt approval in our world with one of our lenders. We can actually give you a commitment letter for that property within, I would say, 5 minutes. You can have a commitment. You know, when you do an offer, you have a commitment date, which is the first initial approval. Well, we can give you that with the offer. Look, it's already approved based on these things. Sure, you may need an appraisal, which I'm going to get to in a minute. You might need a couple updated things, but we already have the commitment. That's huge. That makes the seller, the listing agent, feel fine. Remember, all they want to do is make sure this loan can get done so they can have a clean, fast deal for their seller. All right. Number 3, appraisal waivers. We run everything through. I have a purchase on right now. Do not need an appraisal. It's waived. All right. We can find that out before you even put an offer in. That's huge. Just need that address. All right. Appraisal waivers are big and how to structure it. You need to know how to structure to get an appraisal waiver. That's huge. Put an offer in saying, don't even need an appraisal. All right. Value's good. There's not going to be any issues with appraisal. And everything's fast. Fast. Speed is the name of the game. Speaking of appraisals, right? Appraisal gap coverage. All right. You put an offer in. Let's say it's $650, right? But that maybe is higher. 'Cause sometimes you got to go higher with your offers nowadays, depending on the area. North Wales, man, that's a hot market. All over the place. Bluebell, right? Sometimes you have to go above, right? But an appraisal, right, may not hit that purchase price. What do? People get all freaked out. Oh, does that mean, let's say it's $650 purchase price, appraisal comes in at $600. Do I need an extra $50,000, right? Not necessarily. There's always ways to restructure a loan, right? You're just building that in. You don't necessarily need an extra 50. It might be an extra $2,000. Who knows, right? But there's different ways. You can have to have someone that knows how to restructure. Then you can put appraisal gap coverage in there knowing you're fine. If it comes in low, I can still get the house. I don't need all this extra money. A lot of people don't know about that right there. And then I have number 5, right? Goes back to a reputable lender and speed. We try to call, or we tell our buyer's agents, put us on the offer. Put us, the Hussey Team, on there. Introduce us. Make sure they have our cell phone. We're available if there's any questions about the actual loan and the financials, right? So we'll call, hey, we have all the documents. Hey, we have a bold approval. We have a commitment already. Hey, we have an appraisal waiver already. Hey, I already know about this. I spoke to the buyer's agent. If the appraisal comes in low, already have a plan. Appraisal gap restructure, already a plan in place. Clients are fine with it. We're good to go. So it's making everyone feel comfortable that the loan's going to get done with accurate, true information, right? So you can be really bulletproof if you have a local mortgage broker, mortgage loan originator, right, that knows how to do these things and has a good reputation. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Hussbus, bus stop.